right before we jump into this unboxing, sniff test, and wind tunnel test of the Nikon D810 from Alan's Camera, if you haven't signed up for the Fronos Photo email list, you can do so. Just look for this orange box over on FronosPhoto.com, put your name, email address in it, hit send it, and I will send you a free guide to capturing motion in low-light situations, as well as get you some other information over the first 2 weeks that I think you're going to really dig. So enjoy this video. Jared pulling FronosPhoto.com here at Alan's Camera because I'm going to do an unboxing, sniff test, and maybe a wind tunnel test of the Nikon D810 versus the D800. That's right. So we know what this camera can do. I did a preview of it. It popped up on the screen right now. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and click on the preview. It's going to give you all of the specs that that camera has versus the D800, but this is more of an unboxing, first look, and I'll probably hit a couple of the specs that they have. Yes! That's so good. Oh, I'm going to open it up. Let's see what we have in the box. What is in the box? You got a warranty. You got the card information, normal. Body only. You got the Nikon strap. I personally use the Fronos Photo Black Rapid I Shoot Raw strap. That's what I use. All right, let's take this thing out and see how it looks and feels and what is different. So we all know that the D800 had the D800 and the D800E. The E didn't have the low-pass filter, and in this case, this one does not have it either, and this is replacing both the 800 and the 800E because it's the same price as the 800E. What I like about it is that it goes to 64 ISO, but it also goes all the way up to 12,800 and has RAW small for those people that don't want to shoot RAW because it takes up too much space, but still want the RAW capability. Now they can do it in half the space with RAW S. That's something that Canon has let you do for quite a while. So here we go. Here's the body. We got that out right now. Let's just move this stuff out of the way. I would like to take a look. Interesting. It looks like, wait, I should probably get the D800 out here to do something. So guys, I need you to think really hard. Think really hard. Be like, how will a D800 show up here on my counter at Alan's Camera? You need to think about it, and then it's going to appear. And then count to 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Poof! And there it is, the D800 versus the D810. Which one is going to win the battle of cameras? Let's just look on the side. I know there is a, oh yes, I don't know if you could see this, but there's a slight molehill. That's right, it's not a mountain, it's a molehill. Here, it's kind of straight on the grip. Here on the D810, you have a little bit of indentation where your finger goes, it's like an S curve, so your finger fits in there better. I remember taking this out of the box and comparing it to the Canon 5D Mark III, and the 5D Mark III just felt better in the hands because it had that indentation. Well, the D810 has done that. So remember, the D810 is a little bit of an evolution over the D800. It really is a great step up over that. If you already have a D800 and it's doing everything you need it to do, and you don't need the higher ISO and you don't need the lower ISO, well then stick with what you have. But this is going to give you 5 frames a second versus 4 frames a second. You've got the ISO like I've talked about, the RAW small. You now also have group area AF, which is something that this camera does not have, but the D810 does and the D4S has. I like the group area AF. It kind of puts everything in a triangle pattern. It's a function that I really like for helping to get focus better. So let's keep looking around here. On the front, D810 has been moved. So whereas the D800 prints D800 up here, D810 prints D810 right there. So they kind of shrunk it, made it look a little different. If we flip it over to the side, you have individual door compartments. You know, it now has 3 doors down instead of just 1. I'm here without you, baby. Yeah, 3 doors down, or kryptonite. And this is just one big door that flips open. So independently, you could have different doors. Girth-wise, they're about the same girthness. You know, girthness is important more so than anything else, but it's just fine little refinements. I don't see much different. Oh, another thing I see different is these nipples right here, these buttons, are much smaller, where on the D800, they were larger and your fingers accidentally hit them, so you were like, well, I accidentally hit that button. So again, it's a refinement. Let's sniff it. Teen Spirit. That's right. It smells like Teen Spirit, and that's what I'm going to stick with and go with it. So here we go. We need to do a little bit of a wind tunnel test. Let's see how it competes against one another. Yeah, I think that was a very determining factor on which camera I would go for, but I think that this Oh, wait, well, actually, let's turn it this way and see how it goes. All right, let's blow up the D800 first. Yeah, it's getting a little bit of a spin like this. Oh, yeah, it's much better on the D810. Why? Because of this indentation, the air flows better. So that's going to help you when you're shooting. You're going to get more pictures because of that. One other function that I don't think I mentioned in the preview is that when you are in the video mode, you have a crop mode, a DX crop mode for video that allows everything to be multiplied by 1.5. So that's for video. It crunches it down, but it gives you more bang for your buck for your lenses. I know with the D4S and the D4, it had the 2.7 crop mode. This doesn't have it. This just has the full frame, and then it crops it down for video, but you still get the 1080 at 60 frames a second. So that's really important for extra bang for your buck. It doesn't hurt you. It's not like you're cropping anything in terms of shooting photos and taking away from the high megapixels. You're actually still using 1080. You're still getting the same resolution, but at a higher crop factor, which is great if you want to have, say, a 7200 on and get more bang for your buck. So really, this is a nice evolutionary step over the D800. Like I said, if you already have a D800, probably not much reason to change. But if you're new, yeah, don't change. Don't change. But if you're new and you want to pick up a D810, the functions and features that it gives you are very, very solid. The 36 megapixels for those who want higher res. You've got the 64 ISO. You have the 12,800. This is a kind of camera that I could see putting in my bag now because of the expandable ISO. The 5 frames a second versus 4 is nice. I would still need to add a grip, but the RAW small, it may not be something that I use, but a lot of people out there may do so. So this is a nice competitor to the 5D Mark III. 5D Mark III is still a fantastic, fantastic body, but when the 5D Mark IV, or whatever the heck they come out with next, will be a nice competitor against this little bad boy. So, if you want to pick one of these up, please give Alan a call, 215-547-2841, or go to allenscamera.com. They will see if they have them in stock. Ask for the Fro price. Not that that's going to help you on the body, because there's no special deals on those through any store, but definitely take care of the mom and pop store. They've supported me since day one. They're here. They're trying to make their way in the world. Actually, they've been doing it for over 30-some years. So definitely check them out. At least give them a call and see how they can help you out and talk to somebody in person, which is a good thing. So there you guys have it. That is a unboxing and sniff test and wind tunnel test of the Nikon D810. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya. If you like these unboxings, well, you can see other unboxings. Just click on the screen. There's something up on one of these sides that's going to let you click something to go see another video. But also, please subscribe, because if you want to see the latest videos as they go live, the subscription button is it. Do that here on YouTube, and I'll be greatly appreciated. So thank you, and have a good day.